coming at you live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
Hey y'all, welcome to Sporty G's Playbook. I am Sporty G, of course. We're about to dive in. Like we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me, what I'm doing, why I created Sporty G, why we even on YouTube right now, and I hope y'all enjoy. Like this is for the people. So let's go. So people really think event planning is just oh what you see on social media, like seeing the people put the balloon garlands together or seeing a caterer set up, seeing a baker put the treat table together. You know those different aspects. Like people don't realize that it is so much more behind the scenes than you really know. Um, And just for prime example, like what I do, I'm the event planner, I'm the event coordinator. So I can either plan your entire event behind the scenes or I can coordinate your event the day of because you don't want to do it yourself or you really want to enjoy the moment. Nobody wants to host a party and pay all of this money and then not be able to enjoy it. So a coordinator would serve as being there for the day of um and just doing everything that you don't need to be doing. Basically, you need to get out the way. You need to enjoy the event. So yeah. Hey y'all, my name is Avria Adams, and I'm the owner of Sporty G Event Planning. So basically, what we do here at Sporty G Event Planning, if you can't tell by the name, we love sports, as you all can tell by my lovely backdrop, and what I'm also holding. Anyways, Sporty G Event Planning was or is my baby. Um and it was just created because backstory, I have a bachelor's in sports administration and then I also have my master's in global hospitality management. My bright eyed, bushy tail type of girl. When I graduated with my bachelor's, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I am going to work in sports. Like, I'm going to be in somebody's stadium, somebody's arena, somebody's office space, curating these events, working in private events, live events, major events, whatever the case is. I'm going to be working in hospitality within sports. Look where we're at right now. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. But look where we're at right now. We are, I won't say we're nowhere near that point, but I will say that because the way I'm feeling, I don't even, that's kind of like on my vision board and mood board and in my goals for when I was younger, when I was in undergrad, in high school, having that big imagination of actually working for a sports team. But now that I'm older and I have been doing my own thing, I I don't want to say I can't see myself going into one of those spaces, but right now I just that's not in the forefront of my head. Do I still apply to jobs? Of course, yes. I would love to be in that space, but I have a brand that I'm creating, that I'm trying to get up off the ground, get my name out there, get more clients, have that relationship with them. So I don't want to say that, oh, it'll never happen because it could probably happen. I could be 60 years old. Knowing that's a lie. I could be 60 years old and they might call me and be like, hey, I could still be applying to jobs. You never know where God will take you and you never know what opportunities will present themselves to you. You never know who will come in your circle and all of this good stuff. But right now, I am solely focused on Sporty G event planning and just getting my business together because I love it here. Like this is fun. I do have a job. Um I have a full-time job outside of my event planning business. And then I also work part-time. And then I do like freelance gigs with another event planner that I know here in the Atlanta area. But that just, and I guess like it's so much heartbreak and heartache in trying to break into your career field. I won't even say sports in general because I know a couple of my friends that were going through the same thing and they're not even in sports, they're in something else. And it was just like trial and error, going through these, trials and tribulations, getting rejection letter after rejection letter after rejection letter. And it's like, damn, is anybody gonna hire me? Like, did I get this degree for nothing? So, I don't want to say I'm just completely ruling it out, but right now I would much rather use my background in entrepreneurship and, you know, focus on my own business rather than pouring into somebody else's because I have something great going on here. All right, y'all, I got my notes too. So if y'all see me looking down at my phone, that's what I'm looking at, my notes. Okay. All right. So what do I actually do at Sporty G Event Planning? So basically, we host watch parties. So if you're wanting to host a watch party for the NCAA Women's Final Four game, it's South Carolina and Texas, we will host that watch party for you. Like we will do it. So we will host it at the comfort of your own home. If you had a venue space, we would do it there. So my job would be more so coordinating, planning on the back end, finding vendors, finding caterers, balloon artists, face painters, activities, activations, those different types of things. That's what I would do. Normally, I really don't do decoration, but I will. Um, so I am a decorator as well, but I like to more so be the hands-on helping out, coordinating, making sure everybody is in their right space, making sure all the vendors are here, making sure that you paid your invoices to the vendors because when a vendor doesn't show up, you can't blast them on social media because guess what? You didn't pay. Who's coming to work for free? Because I know you don't want to work for free, so why would they want to work for free? So yeah, just keeping track of those things on the back end. And like I said, planning, coordinating, a little bit of decorating, and yeah. And I want to talk about what inspired me to do this, like why sports specifically. As you guys can just tell from my background, we are a sports family. We love sports. This is all of Georgia's wins and all those different types of things. But growing up, I was involved in sports. I played t-ball, basketball, all of that stuff. I cheerleaded. I was a cheerleader. And then just getting into college, like trying to figure out my path. I love sports. I love watching it. I love going to the games. So just wanting to be involved is why I chose it. And also to getting my bachelor's in sports administration, I'm just gonna be real. Georgia State was not the best option for that. I for me personally, I don't think it was. I think that there was so much more that we could have learned, so much more that we could have did. I just chose sports because like I said, it's fun, it's energetic, it's something that I love to do. I'm passionate about. I love watching it. So yeah, I love being around it. And I think that work should be fun. So anytime that you're doing something, it should be fun. Like why do you want to do something that's boring, something that you don't like to do? Come on now. And I know too, people are going to be like, well, why event planning? Come on. I am the planner of the group. When my friends want to do something, I'm like, oh, yeah, when are you thinking about doing it? Like, I'm already making mental notes in my head. Yeah, when should I book my flight? Yada, yada, yada. So I love event planning. I love bringing people together, creating memories. And just seeing people smile and have a good time is so warming to me. So I love events. I just love being involved. And I don't want to say I love being in control, but I love when stuff actually plays out and I know that I had a part in it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that was me. So that is why I chose event planning. That's why I chose sports. Just merging my two worlds together because it's so fun and I don't want to do anything in my life that is boring. So just to get back into the topic of what we actually do at Sporty G, so like I said, draft parties, watch parties, we will host anything related to sports. You got a child and it's his first birthday and you want to say it's his first home run, we'll plan it like girl, anything sports related, I'm lovely dovey down. I'm into it. Um and just other things that we do on the side. We'll do like hotel setup. So if it's like your partner's birthday, we do those types of things as well. But the bulk of what we're doing here at Sporty G Event Planning is sports based um activities and events. And I actually just deleted a lot of stuff off of my Instagram page because it was a mix of hotel setups. We also did a baby shower for one of my good friends. I just removed a lot of things off of my event planning page because I was on a call with one of my fellow entrepreneur friends, and she was like, "It looks like you do everything but sports." I was like, "Oh, okay. Let me correct that. Let me correct this." So I'm in the process now of just like branding and rebranding my social media, putting the word out there, um, and just focusing in on my niche of sports event planning because there aren't that many, or there might be, I don't know, I don't see them. There's no like solely based focus catered to sports event planners. And so that's why I wanted to come in and be like, okay, this is my niche, I'm gonna own it, I'm gonna have it. So I do look forward to adding some tools to my weapon. No, I do look forward to adding some things into my bag. Um, and I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about it later. But the main reason of the YouTube channel, so I am going to take you guys with me everywhere we go to do an event. I do have two events coming up. One's a birthday and then one's a graduation party. They're not sports based or anything, but they'll be briefly posted on my page on like TikTok and Instagram, just so that people can see like what we do outside of sports and what we can potentially do with your event in sports. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. And like I said, I have a couple things coming up. Like I have a couple events coming up that I'm super duper proud of. I'm excited to share. I won't be talking about them now. Once they get finalized and probably closer to the date, I will. But I'm just super excited. I'm excited to start this YouTube journey because, like I said, I'm going to take y'all everywhere with me when we're setting up for events, me on the planning calls, me behind the scenes on that laptop, typing away, searching for vendors on TikTok, searching for vendors on Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is definitely a gem. So, just different tips and tricks that I use to find these different vendors, especially if I don't have a um connect with them right now, then working with them later on down the line, I will. So I am so excited for y'all to see what I'm doing here at Sporty G Event Planning and for y'all to see it grow with me. Um, I'm just blessed. I can't stop smiling because I'm just so excited for where God is about to take me and my business and the people around my business that support me. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow us on TikTok and Instagram because we're about to turn up. All right, y'all. Well, that's all that I got for today. I can't wait to drop a video and show y'all what I do in the day of a life as a sports focused event planner. That is it for me. The playbook is closed. Bye, y'all.